So let's go ahead and jump right into it. What I'm going to do is create a new R Markdown file. Great, fantastic. Go ahead and erase all this junk. And then go from there is I'm going to create an R. What we want to learn to do is talk about this idea of filter. We want to filter our data frame, meaning that we're going to reduce the number of rows or get a certain rows based on a certain condition. So filter based on a certain condition. So one of the first things you're always going to have to do is um, load the libraries. I'm going to teach you all a little secret. Suppress starter messages. So that suppresses the starter messages from tidyverse. Because tidyverse can do that and be annoying. And then what we'll do here is we're going to load in read Excel. And so I'm going to change my working directory so that, set working directory to be, I'll show you again by not using a keyboard shortcut, but you go to session, set working directory, choose working directory, and you'll go to desktop as we've done in the past. Click there, boom. And hopefully hopefully I saved it there already. If not, I'll pause this video and save it there. But the Excel sheet that I provided for you all should be there, should be in this file. So one of the ways you can actually check your files is to do list.files. And yes, it's there. Even with all this junk in it, the spaces, that's fine. So which function should we use to read this data set in from the last video? Hopefully you watched the last video. It should be read underscore x. It's not showing up. Oh no, why not? So let's go ahead and run these first. Okay, suppress. Okay, takes a while. Do that, right? We are reading an Excel SX, and if we type that, that's good. And so this is where it gets kind of interesting. So one of the biggest things is that if you, this can cause an error, so or not have it work. If you open up your Excel sheet, it won't run, right? But in my Microsoft Windows, I'm able to see my tabs without opening it. But if you do open it and try to open it up in R, it won't work. At least under my version. So let's say I'm not going to use any of these special new ones. I'm going to go back to our business one. And the reason why I need to look at it is because I need another name. So therefore I need to open it. So let's go ahead and open it so I can copy and paste the name verbatim. If you make a mistake, it's not going to work. R is sensitive. Sensitive. So you got to be correct. Come correct. So we copy this. Okay. Then I'm going to minimize this for a moment. Come back to R. And I'm going to say sheet is equal to. So this is allowing me to get this particular sheet. Then I have to put this in quotes. And then now that I'm going to show you the error so that you can believe me. Oh, it worked while it's open. Okay, fine. Maybe it's the old version of R. So I'm going to just call this HR data frame again. And so now what we're going to do, we're going to learn about, how do I say, filter. So again, we have this data frame in it already. And so one of the first things that we're going to do with filter is we're going to get all the salaries that are above, I don't know, $60,000, above $60,000. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new R chunk, Control Alt I or Command Shift I believe for Macs. And I do HR underscore DF pipe. Remember that pipe sign? So a quick way to do pipe is Control Shift M or Command Shift M, or you can just type it out. You do filter, the function filter, and let's say I want salary. And the reason why I'm doing capital letters because it is capital letters. Again, R is sensitive, so it's case sensitive. So we need to make sure we have salary capitalized. Salary greater than, we said 60,000, so 601230. So I'm gonna save this as, I want to save it as a lot of money, but that's not helpful. More than 60K underscore DF. Notice I always have DF. I'm telling you that'll help you out in the future. So more than 60K DF. So run this. Data frame shows up here. And then you know what? To make things even more fun, watch this. Oh, let's just look at it for a moment. and you'll say, okay, fine. Okay, this is my data frame, and all these salaries are more than 60,000. Great. Another thing that I would want to do is, let's say I wanted to select only salary, just so that I can have that, so I can focus, right? Like you can see, it's only one column. Boom, right? Great and fantastic. Now let's pick a particular salary just so that I can teach you all some more stuff. Now let's say if I want to only get this particular, I want to get a salary that's only equal to 60,270. What I can now do is just say 60,270, and I would want to check if it's equal. Remember that from yesterday? I want to check if it's equal to this. So now, oh, it's only one person that got that. So boom, there we go. So equals allows us to do that. Okay, so now that's kind of cool. Let's do some more, a little bit more. So erase that little random thing that RStudio does sometimes. So what I want to do is know more about positions at this company. So I want to know more about this positions at this company. Again, I'm still doing filtering, but I want to go on a little bit of a tangent. I want to know about the positions at this company. So I want to find out the frequency. Okay, I use the frequency of each position. So I do table HR_DF $. Remember that? That was intentional. I taught you that. $, position. I could do select, but it looks kind of weird, so I don't do that here. So select is one of those columns. Select position. It looks weird, so I just do $. Many ways to talk about. Just choose one. Okay. Oh wow, a lot of positions. One president CEO. That makes sense. So let's say I wanted to filter the data frame based on production technician number 2. Okay, 57 individuals. Okay, so just keep that. All right, production number 2. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a new R chunk. Great and fantastic. Boom. From there, I'm going to say HR_DF. Okay, pipe, Control-Shift-M or Command-Shift-M for Macs, I believe. We'll then do filter. And then what I want to do is I'm looking at positions. Remember, I'm looking at positions. If I start typing, it should show up. Okay, good. That's the wrong reason why it showed up, but it worked. Okay, fine. And then I make sure I put it in single quotes or double quotes, doesn't matter, but production technician number 2. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this PT2 DF, just so that, I mean, I know it may not follow, but production technician number 2, again, naming things in an intentional way is very important. And so when I do this data frame should have 57 rows. Boop, told you, right? So we go here. You have all production 2 technicians. Okay, fun, fantastic. All right, the next thing I want to do is, say for example, I want to look at all, I'm going to do this in a bad way, just so I can teach you all something. But I want to get all production. I want production technician 1 and production technician 2. There's a more sophisticated way, but I want to teach you the clunky way, because the clunky way allows you to solve different kind of problems later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a vector. Okay, I'm going to create a vector. All right. And so remember yesterday I told you we want to create vectors today. So that's not the best way of creating that vector. It needs to be a quotation there, quotation there, quotation there, and then a comma in between to denote there's 2 elements in it. And I'm not going to save it. I just want to show you that I can have it there. That's my vector. That works. That code works. I want to show you. I just want to put that there just for a moment. All right. So then what I'm going to then do, I'm going to do HR_DF pipe sign filter. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm looking for position. Right. And then I'm going to do N. Okay. N. So I want to see, I want to get all the rows that have production 1 and production 2. And so I copied and pasted that information into the code for N. So I'm filtering position so that I can get these 2. So let me see if I can do the mental. I'm not going to do the mental math. 57 plus 1. Oh, I can do that. That is 194. It should be 194. 137 plus 57. We should get 194. So that should be our data frame, our number of rows. So if I do PT underscore df because it's not df anymore. Just 2 anymore. So I'll erase this because I did that. It should be 194. Exactly. That's it. Boom. Okay, so it's going to only be those production. So I can just order it and see that it did what I told it to do. Okay. Good work. Thank you all for watching. This has been amazing. Have a good one. Production